And here we are once again in Cities Skylines. We'll kick off where we left off last time. We built this fishbone structure. As you might notice, I've tweaked it quite a bit, and people have moved in. All maximum level buildings right here. I added this low residential area here in the south because these industries here were complaining about not having enough workers. So I fixed that by adding these low residential areas, which is actually called the high residence, which is kind of funny. And some commercial here, added more commercial here, a little bit of industry. And there were a lot of people dying here, so I added this one here, the crematorium, and I added one more here, and then still they kept dying because all these guys were running off and going over the bridge and started collecting dead people here in the shop zone, which I also added. There's a one-way route out, as you might notice here. And we got this shopping zone here. Outlet shop. All kinds of things. I added this highway here. And there's the train station. And that brings us to a new problem. As you might notice, all my trains are getting stuck. I think it's just generating too much train traffic or something like that. Try to elevate the or relieve the train pressure a little bit by adding more throughputs, but I haven't bought this tile here yet. Oh, there's a little trouble of getting workers here. Oh, that'll probably fix itself. There's a new train station here to accommodate this area, but also someone mentioned that this en route to the highway wasn't correct. Well, I think it was correct, but it looked kind of funny because this would go all the way here and then they had to really make a steep turn. So it looked like it wasn't correct, but I tweaked it a little bit, as you might notice, and it's a much smoother turn now. Also made a little bit of a shortcut because some of these guys were going all the way up here and then leave here again. I still think it's kind of odd that these hearses don't really stay in one area, though. That should be something that you should be able to correct. Anyway, I also added this high residential area. Still have one thing to do here. We'll be hearing the happy upgrade sounds as soon as I click this one. Hope I can afford it. Well, probably not. Money isn't that much of an issue. There you go. Ploink ploink. As you can see, they start upgrading right away. Oh, there's a bit of a fire here. Well, the trains sort of move a little bit, but it's always stuck in this little industrial area here as well. Anyway, this is sort of taking care of itself. It works. We got a big area here now that we can't really build anything useful. That's a bit of a shame, but alright. Same with this side here by the river. Maybe one day I'll redo this area a little bit. I'm wondering if this is some kind of bug where the game just spawns too many trains. If this is something that I can fix myself. Added a nice little tennis court here. That looks kind of cool. So these people were complaining about low land value and I added a couple of parks and that seems to make them happy. Yeah, they should all be upgrading pretty soon. There you go. Upgrade underway. And we had our little... oh, there's another funny thing that I didn't even notice myself. There's there are power lines over the runway. We only want our most capable pilots in our city, so we put up a little obstacle course here. If you're capable of landing here in the Valley Hills Airport, then you then you can land your plane anywhere. Let's see if there's a plane incoming. Doesn't really look like it at the moment. 124 passengers, that's not too bad. This is all going pretty well. Doesn't need a whole lot of attention. Added some buildings here. The university is still here. And I tweaked a lot of traffic here. Let's take a look at the other traffic problem that we had last time. As it turned out, well, it's still quite busy, but it's not problematic anymore. There's a nice, decent flow now. As it turned out, a lot of people were also getting on the highway here just to get over here in this district, and then that whole thing here would jam up. Well, I just added this little road that relieved some tension here. And I tweaked a few things here and there. I can't even remember what exactly, but now that we got a bit of a problem here with these not enough raw materials, which is kind of weird because I didn't change all that much. Yeah, there's still a bit of a line here, but it still flows. I was kind of hoping that I would never have to really come back to this again, but apparently there's still some problems. Anyway, well, didn't change anything up here. And the new thing what we're gonna do in this new episode, oh, there's more trains stuck here. As you might notice, I bought this tile here. I first bought this one and I added the infrastructure already, the highway around here. This is going to be residential and some light commercial. Should be some industry here. The ore. As you might notice, there is ore here. Already made a little ore park. And this will do in the future. Also maybe some residential here. This looks good. Fertile land. Would be nice to add a bit of a farm area there. And the idea here will be some high residential and then do some low residentials on the outskirts. And I made a bit of an island here with the little roundabout, so I can put my services down there. This has become a little bit of an odd intersection kind of thing. But it works. I had this commercial zone which at first was only this little part here, but then they would all get stuck. Well, they still do a little bit there, so I added another way in, and that seems to be working out fine. This is still kind of ugly. Maybe I should redesign that at some point, but there's two intersections here that doesn't really work all that great. Low land value, huh? Wow. They got a soccer field in their backyard and they're complaining about low land value. Okay. And I tweaked things here as well. You can go tweaking endlessly. So the idea will be some residential here as well, and then some industry maybe here in the middle. Put up this really high highways so we can put roads underneath. We'll probably remove this thing here. Not extremely crowded at the moment because there's no reason to drive here. There is the occasional car coming through. Anyway, let's start putting up some services here. It's a little school. Fire. And there will be... Let's see. bit of healthcare. Do we need a high school yet? Yeah, let's put up a high school as well. There you go. Water is never hard to connect. We'll just go like this. See if we can follow the road a little bit. There you go. Should we add a park? I kind of like how this flows with the terrain and it's not just squares, which gets a little bit boring. Now we need to connect them to the electricity. Yeah, it doesn't really like that at all. There you go. Hopefully we can remove that at one point or another. We can add something nice. There's the tennis club there. So we got a baseball field. Seems a bit small. Where'd this be? Skate park. Large playground. Park with trees. I don't know how big that is. That's a little bit big. Do we have anything smaller? Small park. We place that here. They'll be without any. That in the middle seems like a bit of a waste of property space. If I put it here, then it won't have any electricity, but it'll fix itself. Let's start zoning and see what happens. Just a few areas here right now. Park is kind of weird with the hills here. Oh, garbage, yeah. Maybe we should build one here. Let's see, they can get into the city right here and we won't have to deal with the pollution. I hope. This is a little annoying. Let's see if we can get the one space park trick again. That didn't quite work. Well, let's go the ugly way for now, and then we'll remove it later. Once we have enough buildings. Of course, the one guy here goes builds a house where there is no water. Which, oh, that's not connected, is it? There you go. Everybody should have water now. Let's add some of these roads. Oh, these are already two. Okay. And add a few. So they have some area to shop. I guess we'll need needing power here as well. Well, it's not getting prettier with these ugly lines, but alright. I guess we'll be adding some, let's see, yeah, that should be good. Never used much ore industry before. Yeah, let's stick with these big roads because there probably will be more traffic here. We go like this. And then make that turn like this. That doesn't really agree with the... looks like we'll be having to make a bit of a... Yeah, that's a little odd. No, I don't want to connect to the to the highway. This is kind of weird as well. Maybe we'll just go straight anyway. Yeah, that's much better. There you go. Just add a little bit of industry and see how that goes. Let's zone it first. Take the bigger circle, make it things a little bit more easier. There you go. And let's see how that goes. Well, I'm not going to do one tile at a time, thank you very much. Industry under the highway, that will be interesting. So these fine folks here have somewhere. Oh, they're already moving it. Oh, wow. Of course you need water. You silly people. There you go. Maybe some low residential in this area. That would be kind of cool. We don't really need very fancy roads for that. Let's do it like this, and then a little bit of a curve to not make everything look like a it's a shame that you can't copy things, because I would love to copy this and then do 3 of these. Now they're all looking a little bit that's a bit of a steep curve there. Let's see how this works out. Wonder if the school there is enough of this. Do it like this. There you go. And we don't want that tile there. Don't build here. There you go. Let's see how this works out. And a nice little park here for these people. The skate park. Yeah. That is exactly what we need right here. There you go. Well, that filled up fast. Do we need any special policies here? Let's do the high-tech housing and the recycling. Oh, no power? Wow. Well, we know the solution to that by now. Really a shame that this doesn't have a... Would this work? Yeah, it even makes them happy. Of course I forgot the water again. Let's take care of that like this. And here they come. Oh, that looks kind of cool. Never seen these buildings before. Wow. And of course we have no water here. That seems to be a repeating theme. There you go, all good. Only drawback now is that I have a bit of space here next to the highways. Maybe once I unlock all 25 tiles, because I've unlocked all 9, I think. Still plenty of space to build, but... Let's see how our... Oh, electricity is fine, water is fine, sewage is fine, incineration is a little low. And there's lots of crematoriums, but... The hearses seem to drive a bit inefficiently. Which reminds me that we should put one up here. For all the fine people that will be dying in this district. Yeah, you don't have electricity, jeez. Or should I just zone this? Oh, now they start complaining about having no workers. Let's see what the problem is. Not enough workers, yeah. Okay, we'll add some more. Because of the terrain is kind of odd here, so... Not sure what they'll be building on the two-tile high residential. And there you go. Yeah, this looks nice. And they are already on their way. Going all the way on the highway, probably somewhere here. And then when people start dying here, there'll be no hearses left. That's one thing that should be fixed, I think. Let's take a look at this skateboard park. Yeah, the colors are a little weird in the middle. Oh, that's gravity, right? Yeah. Well, those graffiti artists don't really have a lot of taste for colors, it seems. Anyway. Yeah, you don't have workers, I know. I should be moving people in here soon enough. We got a bit of a crime thing here. Wow. But we got this new police station that I got off the Steamworks, the rural station. Let's see. There you go. Just a little police station right there. That should do the trick. 3 out of 5 cars in use. That should fix the... There's probably one criminal here in the high school. And they're still complaining about work as well. I hope it fixes itself. Let's take a look here. There's this. That is so cool. You can get that off Steamworks as well. Just search for Saul and you'll find it. Hope they won't sue the city. Yeah, this all seems to work fine. I think all these abandoned industry buildings now have to do with the train situation, because a lot of their stuff was imported from other cities, and then maybe I should just change this instead of oil to regular industry. We'll take a look at that some other time. Yeah, it takes a bit of time, but there are people moving in. Guess we'll need another school right down here. There you go, that should be good. It starts to complain about electricity. No, there it goes. Anyway, we're going on for more than 25 minutes. So, we'll continue in the next episode. Hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.